Hey everyone, Brian with WorkshopAddict.com, and we are going to go over the Power 2200 PSI electric pressure washer. This is model number NXG 22,000 PSI. Now, why do we have the Greenworks here? That's because earlier this year we went over and said, hey, this Greenworks is one of the best electric pressure washers that we've ever seen. So what I wanted to do is bring this up here and kind of show you some of the differences in how they're set up and what you see compared to the two. And if you're not a subscriber to our channel, I invite you to go back and take a look at this review, as there's a lot of good information back here on this unit, and it'll help you when you're comparing units like this Power 2200 series that you can find at the Home Depot. Now, that's one of the biggest things that we had with this Greenworks unit was, where do you find it? How expensive is it? And everything. This unit is available at the Home Depot. It is brushless, and that is a huge advantage. But I'm going to start out right off the bat with the two sitting here. We've always liked the basic setup of the Greenworks that is very similar to a gas-powered pressure washer that you would see. And that's why I wanted to show you where this is more of a suitcase style unit, where I still go back to, if you put this pressure washer inside this carriage, I would change my mind on what we thought was the absolute best. But this carriage is easy to move around, large tires to get everything everywhere and store perfectly without any issue. Now, other than that, what I want to do is, again, invite you to watch that video, but I'm going to get that out of the way and we're going to go over this unit. So here we have a standard hose that you'd see, 20 foot, very similar to anything that you would see with a normal electric pressure washer. It's going to screw together onto the kind of, it's not the middle, but it's the back portion of your wand. And that is one of the ideas that I'd rather see it a little farther in the middle, or I'd rather see it all the way in the back. And it would be nice if they had a swivel on it. You don't find a lot of that stuff in electric pressure washers, and I wish you did. So basics here, these are pretty basic. This does come with a 0 degree, 15 degree, 25 degree and 40 degree nozzle that are nicely stored on the back of the unit. They are all quick attach, and if you'll notice, there's really no hookup for soap on here, and I think in some ways that is an advantage, because they do give you this soap dispenser that is a quick attach to the end. Realistically, they call this a lot of different things, but you can set this up and use it as a foam cannon, and that worked quite well. You can adjust the air that goes through here, and depending on the soap that you put in here, you can get a good amount of suds that stick to whatever you're washing. Now in our case, we were using this to wash a garage door, so everything's going to slide down, but it worked very, very well. We use a soap from Croftgate USA called Thick that is a specific foam cannon soap. You can get different soaps in different places. Now I want to bring up that we also purchased a Rio B Foam Cannon from Home Depot. I'll put that in the link also. We're going to do a review of this later, but we did attach it to this and got very similar results. We had different detergents that we're using in there, but we used a little bit of the Rio B soap and a little bit of the Thick, and it came out quite well. We will go over that one specifically in a later video. This 2200 PSI pressure washer is 1.76 gallons per minute. And you can tell when you're using it, we're cleaning up side by sides, and that takes an immense amount of gallons per minute, as the gallons per minute is the rate that you clean, or how fast that you can clean something. The PSI is how much it will clean. So you can tell as we're going around, we're really struggling and it's slow. There's a lot of mud here, there's a lot of things happening, and we had a gas pressure washer next to us cleaning another machine, and when we put the two of them together to kind of give you an idea of how much pressure or how many gallons per minute is the difference, you can really tell. We have a 2600 PSI 2.3 gallon pressure washer next to us, and there's a significant amount more of water and pressure leaving the two different nozzles. That's not to say this is bad, it's just to give you an idea of how much more you get of water flow when you just increase those gallons per minute by a half gallon. So that's an important factor when you're looking at this. There is a 30-foot electrical cord in the back, and this handle on top I would compare it to a suitcase type handle. So if you're going to carry this around to different places, this type of pressure washer might actually work better for you than the Greenworks that we had up here, because it's a lot more compact. If you want to wheel it around, you just lift it up and go. The wheels on it are a fair size. It's easy to move around. The hose connects up front. You do have a screen to stop anything from going through the pressure washer and to protect it. And everything bundles up in here in a nice, easy to carry fashion. If you're looking for something that's just nice, simple, and gonna last longer because it has a brushless motor and because it will turn off whenever it senses you're not using it, and you could leave it hooked up if you wanted to and left on, and only will this unit turn on when it senses flow through the water into the nozzle. This is a great unit, easy to get to at Home Depot, and I like that factor on it. Pressure is there, it's okay. I mean, it's probably pretty close to the high end that we've seen for these standard 15 amp pressure washers. So they do come in a multiple amount of different colors. So if you wanted to change out this yellow for reds or blues, that's also available. We'll put some links in the description to this. I can't say anything bad about it at all. It's one of those things that we used. If I had my choice, I would have this in a little bit larger rack style system like the Greenworks, and I think if you could move this into that rack, we would have one of the perfect electric pressure washers. Again, we're all different. That's just what I like. So either way, guys, give us some comments on how much you use an electric pressure washer. Do you prefer gas? I mean, I know there's two things that go back and forth. There's a lot less maintenance with the electric ones, and you can also use them in a lot of different situations, especially in those morning hours when people might be still sleeping and if you live in the city. So let's talk about that in a little bit in the comments. Make sure you give us a like in this video. As always, we thank you for your time. Have a great day.